R knows how to do a lot of basic things as soon as you install it. But there are lots of things R doesn't know how to do out of the box. Packages are collections of functions and other information that can teach R how to do new tricks. The metaphor I like to use to understand packages is of a library. Imagine that R has a library, but when you first install it, the library is empty. Packages are the books that go in the library. We can put books in R's library by downloading and installing packages. But it's not enough for a book to be in R's library. R actually has to read the book to learn whatever new tricks are in it. To make R read a book or read a package, we have to load the package. Once the package is loaded, we can call the functions inside the package, or tell R to perform the new tricks in the book it's just read. I'm going to show you how to do this with a package called Haven that teaches R how to read SPSS files. For psychologists who use SPSS a lot, this is a handy package. First, I will show you the standard way to install and load a package. Then I will show you my preferred method, which is better for creating reproducible code. First, I will insert a new chunk of R code. And then I will use the install packages function to load Haven. I will run that just by pressing play. You can see it's working because you see the green bar. There was a red stop sign or a red square over here. And now that it's complete, we get the information that the package has been downloaded and is now saved at this location on the computer. So that puts Haven into the R library. But now we need to load it. Now we need to make R read that package. So I'm going to insert another chunk. And inside this chunk, I'm going to put the library command. And the library command loads the Haven package. And so for a brief flash there was a green square. That means that it was working. And now that it's gone, we now have access to all of the functions in the Haven package. Now, this code is fine, but you may have noticed that it took a little bit of time to download Haven. Now, most code uses more than one package. Imagine how long it will take to download all of the packages that you plan to use. The solution is to only use the library command. The library command was much faster. And the truth is that you only need to install a package once. Once it's installed on your computer, then you can just load it again in all of your future code. But that is not a reproducible solution, because how do you know if someone else has installed Haven on their computer? If they haven't, the library command will throw an error, and your code won't run on their computer. My solution is to use a slightly more complicated piece of code. I'm going to paste it into this notebook here. First, I'll insert a new chunk of our code. Then I will paste this slightly more complicated bit of code. I'll explain step by step what's happening. First, this code checks if Haven is already installed. So it says, if require Haven. Now, the require function checks to see if Haven is already installed. And if it is, it loads it automatically. So this first line just says, hey, if that's true, great. Just install it or just load it and we'll move on. But if it's not installed, then we go inside this little if bracket and we just say, okay, since we know that Haven's not installed yet, let's use the install packages command to install it. And then we'll use the library command to load it. And so this piece of code, it only downloads Haven if it needs to, and it will run on any computer. So it's perfect for making reproducible code. In the next video, I'll show you how to install an SPSS file.